am here with a 5-minute split stretching tutorial. So we're gonna do 2.5 minutes on one leg, 2.5 minutes on the other, and then replay if you wanna get a little bit more stretching. But very simple, very easy. Hopefully, let's get into it. We're gonna start with the lizard pose on the left-hand side. So bring your knee up to the front, place your hands parallel with your knee, shoulders stacked over your wrists, and stretch that back leg out. And if you do have the flexibility, if your body does allow for it, try and come down to your knees, maybe reach your arms forward, try and get in as deep of a stretch as possible, trying to stretch out this inner thigh. So we're doing this for 30 seconds. And when we're done that, we're going to drop the back knee, drop the right knee, and we're going to go into a half split. So we really want to get a nice stretch in this hamstring. So point your toes to the sky, feel the resistance. Like, this is an active stretch, it should really hurt. Lean down as much as you can. If you can touch your back to your leg, go for it. This should be hurting, should be really hurting. And now we are going to go into a low lunge. So we're going to lunge over that front leg, that knee can travel over the toe, and we are stretching out the right hip here. You can see the hip flexor. We are stretching on this side. Push into it. Try and make sure you don't arch your back. Maybe arch your back if you want, actually. Just kind of see where you can feel the hip flexor opening up. Really push into it and open up here. And then we're going to go back into that half split. So make sure you keep your bum really high. Don't sit back. Keep the bum high. Point your toes to the ceiling. And if you can, like I said, lean over. Try and keep a straight back if you are just leaning over a little bit. But if you have the flexibility to touch your head to your legs, maybe stretch your arms out, make sure that you can feel the resistance from your hamstring. Your hamstring should be on fire here. And we are going to go back into another low lunge. So again, leaning forward, knee traveling over toe. If you can, then grab your back foot and lift it up. Make sure you're on the soft part of your knee, the top of your thigh, so it doesn't hurt. But if you don't have this, you don't have to, but please, if you can, go for it. Hold that back foot, push over, make sure that you should be feeling a lot of stretching on the hip flexor and that front quad. And holding this for a few more seconds, and we're going to do the exact same thing on the right leg. So we're going to take that right foot forward, place our hands next to that foot, come up, and we're in lizard pose. Shoulders stacked over the wrists, knee and hands aligned if you do have the flexibility in you. Come down onto your elbows, maybe stretch your arms forward. Again, we're just trying to feel some stretching in this left hip flexor. Next, we are going to go into the half split. So keep that bum high, toes pointing to the ceiling. And again, we're just trying to feel a really big stretch in that right leg. So whatever works for you, if you don't have much of a stretch, that's fine. Repeat this a few times and you'll definitely find all you need to do is practice stretching each position for 1 minute per week to make flexibility progress. So stretch as far as your body will allow, and then we're going to go into that first low lunge. So lunge forward, knee traveling over toe, opening up this hip flexor here. Arching the back if it helps. It can give a little bit more of a stretch down the front of the body there, really opening this up, because when we do the splits, this is what needs to be open. Your hip flexor and your hamstring. You need to open them out first so we can get the legs flat to the floor. And then we're going to go back into that half split. So bum high, don't sit back, toes pointing to the ceiling. Keep it back straight if you can, but if you've got it in you, body to the leg, stretch forward. I can't tell you this enough. It should be really sore. It should be really, really hurting. You should feel a pretty big stretch. So just keep squeezing. We've got another 5 seconds here. Really, really stretch it out. And then we're going to go for that next lunge where we lean into it as far as you can. And if you do have it, remember to be on the top of your knee, not on the bone, but on the soft bit at the top. grab the foot with your hand, squeeze it as close as you can, but again, we're just trying to open up the front of that body there. Like, again, quad and hip flexor should be pretty on fire. Try and keep your hips square facing forward, don't stretch out to the side, because then you're not going to be stretching what we need to. And that is it. Let go. So like I said at the beginning, give that another round if you feel you want a little bit extra push, a little bit extra stretch. But that's the only stretching I've done today. Let's see if it was enough to easily get into the splits. Yes, we love to see that. I'm going to try on the other side. This is my weak side, we'll see. Let's go in. Does it work? Do you know what, guys? Give that a couple of rounds. Get your splits improved. You can do it.